You're listening to She's the Business podcast.
It's very, very common for most people to think about growing or scaling their business once you hit that capacity ceiling. Once your business growth has stalled and you're in that place where you're like, oh, I'm on the plateau. What am I going to do? I need to scale somehow. However, what I've seen is that generally in that place, most people are looking at how can they add more? How can they get more clients? Because, more clients means more revenue, but does it? Does it actually mean more profit? Or are you adding complexity, adding resource intensive workload to your business and ending up working way, way, way more hours for really a much smaller rate of return? Now, there's a smarter way to scale. So if you have a business that you're predominantly servicing people online, then good news, because I've got a really simple way to look at scaling. I've got 4 different ways that you can scale and a 3-step process that can take you through the way that you need to look at to scale your business. And I'm going to share with you a little bit about these today. So please stay tuned. This episode is all for you if you're looking to grow your business, as in grow your profits without growing those hours this year. So hang around, it's coming right up.
Hi, I'm your host, Jessica Osborne, and in my 23 years of business and marketing, I've built many brands to become multi-billion-dollar companies. And just in the last 10 years, I've built 2 online businesses of my own from my dining room table with 2 little babies running around at my feet. I've made it my mission to inspire you to get out of your own way and become the successful business owner who's living the lifestyle you really desire without all the hustle. This is She's the Business podcast, made by women for women. This is your weekly dose of motivation and inspiration. Hey everyone, happy Friday. Coming to you today to have a chat about scaling and a scaling strategy, because scaling is a bit of a hot topic. We definitely are hearing a lot of people talking about it at the moment, and I've been having lots of conversations with clients and people in my community about scaling. But I'm seeing a really common thread out there of what is going on. People who are in creative services, or maybe a coach, where they're doing mostly one-to-one work, and really everything's going well. You've got clients, you're working, and although your capacity is kind of at its limit. So you're already working maybe even more hours than what you wanted to be when you started your business. However, you know that there's scope to grow that revenue, and you really want to grow your business and, make that bottom line number grow. So what I see people doing, and this is the kind of the big mistake that I really see a lot of people out there doing, is looking at how do I quickly add more so that I can generate more revenue. The 2 key things that they do that are both mistakes for the same reason. One is looking at ads, like trying to set up an automated funnel to funnel more clients in, but they've already got a full schedule. So it's like, what are you going to do with those clients? What's going to happen when all those balls are in the air and you're going to start dropping? Plus, taking that time away from what you're doing right now to be looking at ads, you're just adding more complexity, more systems and processes on top of what's already a totally full bucket. So, you're overflowing. Let's not do that. The other mistake that they make is thinking, okay, I need a passive income stream, like a course or a membership. And so, they start thinking and researching all about creating a course or a membership. And, that's a super common one that I see people try to do because they think that that's going to give them scale. And yes, that can give scale, but only when you've got a scalable business strategy that's underpinning it in the first place. So trying to add a course or membership on top of what you've already got, again, you've got this full bucket. It can't fit any more stuff. It's really going to start to crack and explode. And, working all hours, it leads to burnout. So, what I always tell my clients and, talk them through is we've got to start with a scalable business strategy first. And, when I teach what I call my simple scale method, which is really a strategic framework for a business that is scalable, there's 3 main steps that we go through when someone's already at this place where, the business is going, it's working really well, you've got lots of clients. And the first step is to actually simplify the business, like create a simplified strategy. So we cut off the stuff that isn't actually serving the purpose or the vision of the business anymore. And sometimes that's really hard to do when you're really close to it and you're you're thick in the weeds of your business yourself. It can be really hard to see what's not serving and what isn't. So I've got a framework that we work through that really helps to pull out what are the obvious pieces that should be in the future business. What got you to here isn't not going to be what gets you to that next level. So we've got to create a scalable business strategy to take you from where you are today into the future. That is step one. Once we've got that, we look at, okay, let's streamline systems and processes because we need to create time and space to develop the scaling strategy and to develop those programs or whatever it is that you choose to do to scale your business, because courses and memberships are not the only way that you can scale a business. There's so much scope when you're in a service-based business to scale, just with different ways of packaging, pricing your services and different ways to offer it. Doesn't have to be a course or membership, although having both of those myself, I certainly do agree with them as a great method to create scale, as long as we've got that strategy in place first. The third step is really, once we've got that in place, we scale it. So that's all about getting that offer right, getting it out there. How do we create systems that don't take a lot of manual time and are really easy, make business easy and fun, so that we can have those increased clients coming in, we can have the increased revenue, the increased profit, but you actually are getting more time back. And that is my number one objective with my clients, because most of them are just like me. They're a mum, got kids at home. We didn't start a business so that we'd have less free time than what we had when we're working in corporate. Absolutely not. I'm sure 99% of us all started our business because we wanted more freedom. So let's create that scalable business model that gives us the freedom that we really wanted and doesn't actually create something that's a huge burden and is taking us even more hours out of our free time and away from the kids or away from even doing exercise or whatever is important to us. So, that's really the ultimate goal. But everybody's idea of what their end goal is different. And so it's so important that what you're creating is not a blueprint of someone else's business. It's actually a blueprint that you've designed. It's like you're designing your house. What you're going to like in it is not the exact same as what everybody else is going to like. So let's create the design for your house that's going to give you that dream that is exactly what you want to have, the amount of hours you want to be working, what you want to be doing, and all of that support mechanism in place so that it can run and, you can be in that place where you think, yay, I've done it. I'm super happy. It's fun. It's easy. And it's also growing, and there's room for it to grow because we don't have that capacity ceiling hanging over our heads. So that's really, I guess, in a nutshell, what does a scaling strategy look like? That's what it looks like. That's what I teach in the Momentum Club, which I'm relaunching at the end of this month, or opening the doors for the 2021 group. A 12-month group coaching program where there's the framework there to follow, but it's all about the coaching support. I give very personalized support to each of the members to create their own growth strategy and their own growth plan, and then really help them to make it happen. Let's get those systems. Let's bust through the things that are the complexities that are holding us back, streamline, scale, and make it all happen. Use the right technology. A big one for not overcomplicating business, because the more stuff we try to add, the more complex it is. And you just end up spending more and more time on things that are not generating revenue. More people in the team, more systems, more software, all of those things, it just adds up to more and more admin time. So we want to keep our business lean, scaling, growth friendly. And that's about being really smart with your strategy. So that's what it's all about. And the doors aren't open yet, but the waitlist is open, and the people on the waitlist will get the first invites to apply when I open the doors. It's an application process because I'm only taking 10 people. So we're going to have a really nice tight-knit group of 10 people that go throughout the year. And at the end of it, my promise is to at least double your revenue, but I would assume that you're going to be doing a whole lot more than that. That's, of course, always up to you to be doing the work, but that's what we're going to be getting into in Momentum Club, creating that plan that won't even see you grow this year, but in the years beyond as you work through your strategy. So the waitlist is open now, and if you're interested to get on it, jump over to my website. It's jessicaosborne.com/TMC for the Momentum Club. Nice and easy to remember. You can also navigate and find it in the menu. But if you get your name on the waitlist, then you're going to be the first to get an invite, to apply, and all the details about the program when I've got that ready for you in about a week or so time. So thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate your time being here. And I will, if you've got questions, you're watching on replay and you want to ask a question, or you've got something that you'd like to throw out there to me with a comment about scaling strategies, maybe something that's worked for you, love to hear about it. Please do drop me a comment, and otherwise I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Have you ever noticed that those who are perceived with authority in their area of expertise have a much easier time building an audience, making sales, and their business growth just seems almost effortless, right? Well, it's not about how much time they've been in business, how much experience they've got, or even their qualifications. Those things are not what creates authority. The one thing that does create authority is how well they've defined their specialization, aka their expertise or their niche. So if you're looking to have more visibility in your business, then you'll be very pleased to know that I'm hosting a live workshop for my Know Your Niche program members on the 6th of May. And it's all about how you can get really defined in your area of expertise so that you can create authority to be seen, to be visible online, to be able to build your audience and make those sales of premium clients too. Now, this live workshop is happening on the 6th of May. So if you join me before the 4th of May, then you're going to get this $297 program for only $127 when you join me before the 4th of May. Yes, you can join afterwards, and yes, there will be replays. But if you want to maximize this opportunity, then I recommend getting into Know Your Niche, doing the online program ahead of the live workshop, and then coming to the workshop to get my help, my feedback, and some coaching to really help you nail it, so that anybody else who looks at what it is that you do can clearly understand your area of expertise, what makes you different, and how you're going to stand out from the crowd. So head over to jessicaosborne.com/niche and get yourself enrolled in my Know Your Niche online program with the live workshop, and I'll see you on this 6th of May. Now, make sure you get in before the 4th so that you can get that special price of $127, down from usually $297. So it's an absolute bargain, and it's very well worth an hour or two of your time in getting clear on your specialization so that you can be bringing in those clients and making a much bigger return from any effort that you're putting into marketing your business. Once again, head over to jessicaosborne.com/niche and enroll in Know Your Niche today.